Hello, Fred. How are you? It's been a while since we
Hello.
talked.
Yes, I'm good and you.
I'm Dimitris, by the way, calling from Chicago and Metalkaoz. So we
Yeah.
have a bit of time difference. So you will
hmm
excuse me my too early morning voice.
That's okay. That is okay. I
Love
understand.
the t-shirt, by the way. Anyhow.
Here's a nice shirt. Yes, indeed.
So we have Krushers of the World coming out.
Mm.
First of all,
Yes.
how long have you guys been working on this?
So I think Miller started working on songs maybe like a year prior, so maybe in
Mhm.
23. And we've been touring so much that, it's hard to keep track on, whenever people go back home, you don't know what they're up to. You're just like, so he's been working on that. And then beginning of this year, he sent us the song because we stopped touring. Wait. Last show was in Portugal around the 17th of December, I think. Then we took some time off, couple of months. Then he sent us the stuff. We went straight into pre-production. So we spent like a month together in Germany
Okay.
working on the songs, and then after that we went straight into the studio in Sweden to record everything. But yeah, before that, while we were touring, when we had breaks, I know that Milo went, like, he was recording the demos in Germany, and then he also went to Sweden once to check with Jens as well. So it's been like, yeah, it's been a little while, but not too long.
So as you describe the process, when do the rest of the band, adds their input or suggest stuff? At what point? At what stage?
Well, like I said, like Miller makes like demos that are, nowadays it's like easy to make actually like very good demos. That's what he does. So we have a clear understanding of what he has in mind. Because for the previous album, I remember some of the songs, he had done some of them like in a studio with like someone helping him to record everything, but some of them was just him with his guitar recording like this, and him going like, oh fuck, and then start again. And that's not easy, to
No,
work
it's
out
not.
what's going on. I'm just like, what's that? So at least that's a luxury that everything is just like recorded nicely. And like I said, we spent a month in Germany, so that we're still learning the songs,
Mhm.
which is nice because you don't fully grasp the whole picture, so you just like straight up like give your, like you change stuff by mistake, but
Hmm.
that's those happy mistakes sometimes like make the song like, take a different turn. And so that was in mid-March.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's when we started, and like I'm the one with the computer who records like the rehearsals that we do. I always like put like a little extra input when I put everything together. I'm just like adding like a little guitar here and a little thing, and but it's nice. It's just like everybody wants the same. It's just like to it's not like, oh, those are my songs, or like,
Hmm.
oh, that's the way I want to play drums and fuck you. Everybody wants to contribute to make the best possible, so it's a very nice process.
And that's not an easy. It's easy to describe, but it's not easy because Bill and Ventor have been in the band. I mean, since the 80s.
Yes.
So it's difficult. I imagine, right? It's difficult to let some of those things go to the new guys, right? But it's not that
No,
case.
no, it's not, and that's great. Like I felt that since the beginning, since I joined the band, because I also told them like, if you want me in the band, I guess that's for what I'm good at, and one of the things I'm good at is just like arranging songs and with harmonies, and and just making sure that things are like tight, and they always let me completely. It's not taking over, but that's not the right word, but just like I'm do sometimes the conductor, I'm just like, wait, which one could say like, well, you're the new guy, and sometimes I felt like, maybe I'm the new guy, I should shut up. But they completely let me in. It was like a very natural process. So I found my spot very easily. So I think that improved like what's going on? My cat is going a little crazy here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Easy, easy. Yeah,
Hey,
sorry. Yeah, yeah. Hi. So yeah, I think she saw something in the garden. So no, it's always been like very nice and natural process. So they let me in completely, and no one's been ever arguing, and that's great for me because I want to contribute. Of course, I'm motivated as the latest one in the band, even though it's been 6 years. It's nice to be able to contribute, and yeah, but there's no egos, nothing.
I was about to say that new guy, 6 years, not anymore.
No, but I will still be the new guy, unless someone leaves and then there's a new guy. But I will always be, which is fine. Like I guess Robert Trujillo in Metallica, in my head, is still the new guy, but
Oh,
he's been.
don't go there because yes, it's that spot is very sensitive for many people, right?
No, but you know what I mean. Look, he's been
Oh
he's been
yes,
there for
yes.
like what 22 years.
Hmm.
And he's still. It's nothing to do with his like amazing. He's an amazing bass player, but he's still like the new guy, so to speak. So I know I'm the new guy, and
Oh my
that's
goodness. And
yeah.
it's honestly, it's kind of terrible to feel like that, but you have absolutely every right to feel like that.
Yeah, no, I actually I don't mind. I don't. I guess it has like maybe something. I don't think it's negative. I'm just like the new guy. I'm younger. I'm like so that's fine. I
Oh, you
take it.
said younger. No, man, don't go there.
I'm a little younger, even though I let some gray, to look wise. But yeah,
Yes, the same. I'm trying to do the same. Um,
yeah.
so have you guys or even Mila had decided the title?
So that was one of the songs, and we were in studio and just like, how should we call the album? And was it already in the working title that it had a K, like Crushers with a K? I
Hmm.
don't remember, but it just like we were discussing in Sweden, and we just saw we just yeah we all agreed our Crushers of the World has like it's very strong. It's almost like it's so obvious that it has to be the song title. Then we worked on the cover with I never know how to pronounce his name.
I will say Bielak.
Okay, Mr. Bielak.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and Zbigniew Bielak, and he was like he wanted to change like the name, so that's how much he was involved in the. But we can talk about the cover later, I guess. But
Oh, we can do
the
that right now. Perfect.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, okay. So he was very involved in the process. Like he would send us or send Miller like very long emails, and we were sitting there just like, oh wow. So he's not just like he's not just like like a little like oh here's a video. He was like really full into it, and she definitely saw something. Oh, ça va? No.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll just say excuse me a second.
No, take your time, man.
Hey, cat, no cat. What was I saying? Yeah,
uh,
he
we,
was,
the cover
yeah,
art.
yeah, the artwork. He was very, very involved in the process, coming up with like many ideas, and he suggested that we change the title. There was another song, and the title changed as well. But at one point, we thought we would call the album like Moloch Barbarian, and we just thought, oh, that's cool,
Oh,
but it's a little, yeah. But we thought like, I don't know, back and forth because he was so adamant and had like many ideas and it all made sense and we were just like, that's pretty cool. But then we went back to Crushers of the World because it has like a very strong, it's like straight in your face, boom,
yes.
and with the K as well, just like a sort of statement. And the song is great as well. So there you go.
And I'm looking at the cover art. There is so much detail there. I mean, it's insane. So, was his idea to kind of, let's say, reference old creator covers?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he likes the band. He's been in touch with Miller for a long time. I got to meet him actually last summer at a festival in Finland. I guess that's how it all worked together. Because I was going to see my friend. It's a merch company called Head Couture, and he had
Mhm.
like a merch booth. And I was talking with Alex, that's his name. And then just across the corridor, there was like Zbigniew just putting his, painting covers and whatnot. And I was just like, oh, that's the guy. Fuck yeah. Like, because he's done like, Ghost, Carcass,
Mhm.
also Dark Throne. I love that cover with the hand like this. I think it's amazing. And he was there, and we started to talk. And he was just like, "Oh, give my number to Miller because I, lost his blah blah." So we just like put them two together. I spent the evening with him. We had a few drinks and whatnot. And so I guess that's how it started again to, the connection, the lost connection. And yeah, he was like super motivated. And indeed, so the font of Crushers of the World,
Mm.
that's like the Pleasure to Kill font. And then you see like little details, it's like Easter eggs, but also like we had like a full explanation of why, there's like a man just like sort of
Rare,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
a pentagram and, at the top. Yeah, but that's great. I mean, it's just like I want people to look at it just like like I would compare it to Summer in Time. It's just like level of details, and you go, like, oh yeah, there's that, oh there, and it's just like I love the depth as well. And I think he's an amazing artist, like really, very talented. So it's
I mean, and it's actually painting, right?
hmm from what I understand, yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to look all no, it's not the place for me to do that. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. Um, so you guys did excuse my pronunciation, Trainen Palast?
Renan Palast, yeah.
Yes. So how do you know what happened happened to Mile's mind and he started doing the Goblin cover?
Yes, so I guess he was working on the song, and they realized that it was the same melody as Suspiria, and I think
Oh.
that's a movie that we watch. We Mila and I, we love horror movies, and we always like send each other just, did you watch this one? Did you watch that? Blah blah. And so recently we just watched the Suspiria, the new version.
Mm.
And I remember back then telling him like, "Oh yeah, it's like in chapters, and one of them is called Palace of Tears." And I think that would be such a cool title for a song. Blah. So fast forward, he uh, had that song in mind and just like read the lyrics about the movie and asked Goblin if we could use a sampler or like the melody, which they let us do. So it's actually the melody like reworked and moved like one beat because the actual one is like dun 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 bum bum bum, but here's like dun 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 dun. It's on the two, so it's like it's like a little like move like this, so that makes it interesting. And at the very end, it's put on time like the original one. And so the title, as you can hear on the chorus, was Suspiria because that's the
Hmm.
word that is pronounced there. But due to some rights with the movie company, whatever, we couldn't use the word Suspiria. I'm gonna use the title. And Mila just told me, and I said, "Hey, why don't we use fucking Palace of Tears, or even in German, Tränenpalast?" And he was just like, "Yeah, okay." So that's what it is. Palace of Tears is Tränenpalast. It's actually a real place in Berlin, which was I don't remember the actual story, but it's mentioned in the movie. So that's how I knew about it. I think it was a place where people from the east and west would like meet and then get separated
Oh my
because it
goodness.
it does mean Palace of Tears. But don't quote me on this. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Quite possible. No, no, but I think that's what it is. But for me, Tränen Palace is just associated to the movie because that's just chapter 4, chapter 3. I don't know. It's like Palace of Tears, and I remember going like, "Wow, that's such a cool name."
Honestly,
You know,
it works better instead of calling it Suspiria because it would
I
have been
think so.
in your face, right? But now there is something more, something deeper. Um,
Exactly. It's actually it worked out for the best. Yeah.
I was expecting to hear that part, the la 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 la, with the vocals,
La la. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at
No,
least
but you
at
can.
the end. But hey,
Yeah, I know.
uh, and you had a really, really a beautiful video. So there.
Yes.
And I was looking at the dancers and made me think, have you guys talked about bringing a dancer during a live show? Although, yeah, there are the limitations, but hey.
We were we did some interviews in Berlin together with Miller, and he mentioned something that there was like at one point in time a connection with like a dancing company, but that was like some years ago
Hmm.
because we like any forms of arts. I mean our main one is music, but we like cinema, we like painting, we like dancing as well, and that would be interesting. That is not something that we because that implies also like that would be like maybe a one-off. You couldn't
Of
have
course.
dancers like traveling with us, and I don't see people dancing on Pleasure to Kill. So that would, you know what I mean? So that would be like a maybe like a one-off, but that's something that talking about it would just like, oh, that sounds cool. That's something we could do, but that would be that's beyond my knowledge of dance, because I know that a lot can be done like with but I don't know. I have no idea how that would look like. But I
Yeah.
would not. I think we would not be against the idea. I mean, whatever's artistic is nice.
I don't
Artist.
know. To my mind, it creates a great antithesis between, the thrash, the aggression, and then the beauty and the elegance of dancing. But
Absolutely.
yeah, what do I
Like in
know?
the video, which
Yes,
based on the movie, but I think like the dancer, the main dancer whose name I forgot, but she's from Poland. That's where we shot. And I
right.
remember Sammy and I, we were just like watching her dance. It was just like so nice. And she was doing that without the music. They were using like a different, and I've got like some videos just like that was so pure, and it's nice that it's mixed with our aggressive music. So it is an interesting dichotomy, like yeah.
She was not dancing to Creator. Come on, man.
Yeah.
On that song and on Blood of Our Blood, you have, although I may have missed other parts, you have the bass tone there. It steps a little bit up in the mix. I love that, man. I love. So does that mean that, does that reflect this is your second album with Creator, so you get a louder voice, let's say? Going back to what we discussed.
No, it's just that I know Jens very well, and I gave him some money. I just PayPal him some money,
Makes
only
sense.
for, only for two songs. So I just said like, can you just like, how much you charge per song for like to hear the bass? No, joke aside, no. So I know Jens very well because we've worked together with two Dragon Force album, once Insanum and one Amahiru.
Mhm.
Uh, so it's like when I go there, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? So we have like similar ways of like thinking in terms of, and I respect his work anyway, so that's great. I came I came in the studio without, again, like what we want is the best. So I
Mm.
don't like the best for the music for the band. So I'm not coming in and going like, hey, I want the bass to be heard. It's just like whatever suits the purpose. But we tried. We I brought my signature model, my ESP FL 6, FL4. Fuck, I forgot the name. Uh, and just plugged it in. I was just like, wow, such a nice tone, and I was very happy, just like in a studio situation. So I was just okay. We're gonna use that, and that's something we discussed before actually working on the album. I was like. Some of the old albums, like it's the bass sounds very thin compared to it's the production at the time, and it's
Yeah.
also a lot of thrash music and whatnot. But I said me personally, not because I'm the bass player, because I'm also a guitar player, but sometimes I think like it's nice to have like a big bossy sound that's important, and that was not something we completely discussed. Just like okay, what do we want? We want to have bass guys, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but it's just like it was a natural evolution, and some of the songs require that, like Crushers of the World, for example, because it's down tuned, or Satanic Anarchy, so you want to have the bass coming out. And I guess that's a bit of a novelty in the band because, like I said, the bass has always been like in the back, and yeah, I guess also spending now almost 6 years together, touring and whatnot. I guess it's just like you get a grasp of who's capable of what and whatnot. And
Mm.
I guess it's a mix of many things together, but the result is yes, the bass sounds very nice on the album.
Oh,
So
yeah. And my question stemmed from the fact that in the old school thrash albums, the bass never got any love.
exactly,
So
exactly.
that was, I didn't mean to, create some, I
No,
don't know.
no, 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 no. No, it's fine. I totally agree. Like some of my favorite thrash albums actually have like little to no bass. Like
Yeah.
And Justice for All. I
Oh,
think I love the sound. No, I do love the sound because it's like it's quite, it's unusual, but also like Raining Blood. has
Mm,
no bass. Funny enough, Pleasure to Kill has quite a bit of bass, like you can hear, but like then Terrible Certainty or Extreme Aggression, to talk about Creator, the bass is like very, very thin, and
right.
you know, it's more about like the aggression of the guitar, and it's still, I mean, it's still like a very guitar and drums dominated, but the bass definitely has like a step up from, and I think that's what people like as well, like a big bassy sound. They just don't know what it is. Like people are just, I remember my mother was sometimes doing, what exactly do you do in bands? Because she can't really tell what the bass is, but it's true in heavy metal, the bass doesn't stand up. Usually it's doing the same as the guitar or take the root notes, and people are just like, what do you do? What are you doing on stage? It's like, just we can't hear it. The thing is, like when you take it out, that's when you realize just like, oh, I'm missing something. It sounds very thin and whatnot. So that's how I explain people what I.
What's the song? A bass player is a guy who socializes with musicians. That's the joke, right?
Yeah. Or something like, yeah. Or I think that's usually when I tell that one is usually about the drummers, like people that hang out
Oh,
with musicians. I know. But there's jokes about every department when it comes to music. But
I will use these excerpts for what's happening in Creator. Fred has a beef with Ventor. That's my that's my real now.
clickbait, yeah.
This is what we are doing these days.
Yeah, it's
Um,
quite far from the truth. I don't know if you watched the movie yet. Have you seen our movie
I
or?
haven't, and I have a question to ask: if when we will get a Blu-ray release in the States, if you know.
I don't know. Someone mentioned like I've been very busy with other stuff right now. I was on tour with Insanum and whatnot, and someone mentioned that there was like someone said, "Oh, I saw on Amazon that the Blu-ray was available in some countries and whatnot," and I was just like, really? I don't, I didn't pay attention to that. I know that it's been it's been showed in China at a
Mhm.
festival. So it's spreading out. It first started
Of course,
in
Germany.
Germany, but no, I mean we want the world, we want the world to watch it, obviously. But we'll see how it's not in our hands anymore. I don't
Okay.
my business is music business. I don't know about the movies and who's got the but I was saying that I was talking about the movie because there's a scene with Ventor when he's actually like doing my tattoo here, and it's
Oh.
quite opposite yeah. He's been refurbishing an old tattoo, and the half of it here is like the demon, the creator
Hmm.
demon there. And
That looks awesome.
yeah, and I was just there and he's tattooing, and we spent like an hour and a half together. It's actually quite nice. It was like a very bonding experience. So your clickbait is actually not correct. Sorry.
Well, I will cut this out, man. Huh.
All right, fine. Fine.
I forgot to ask about Brita. That was she's guest singing in Tränenpalast.
Yes.
So how did this happen?
I guess it's a combination of a lot of things, but as far as I'm concerned, I've known her for quite a while because with her a previous band, Critical Mess, we toured together with Insanum, so I've known her since 2018. She knows Mila as well. She came to a few creator shows before, and Jens also worked with her. I think he recorded like the Hira's vocals. So we all knew about her, and I guess that Jens suggested that, and it made sense to us because Suspiria, the main character of the movie, is a woman, and
Hmm.
so Mila and Jens talked about it, the fact that. She would do the answering in the pre-chorus to die, because that's what the mother, if you watch the movie, just like, you got the dance and she's like, what do you want? And then she says to die. And her voice was so great that we thought, fuck, just let's keep that for, so she does also Death Scream, the chorus, together with me, like the backing, um, sort of black metal vocals, if you will. And yeah, so originally she was supposed to do the To Die and the Suspiria, and then we actually had her doing the half of the verses, and so I've heard both version, and the song was great before, but she added so much. She's very talented. Her voice is amazing. And just like it creates like it's a very nice collaboration that we have here. And
Yes.
so yeah, yeah.
And thank you for reminding me. There are some small, short growls in the album, like backing vocals. So it's you, right?
On
Not in
Death,
that song, in
no,
the entire album.
on Death Scream, yes. The rest we've done. There was like gang. Did I do others? I mean, I do backing vocals, and that's usually what I do, like Death or Black. But there was like a bunch. We did like group choirs as well. There
Oh,
was like
okay.
yeah, yeah, with someone from Milan Colin was in the group as well. As a matter of fact, yes. And Sammy was there. So I don't remember what sort of voice we used, but I did some. I definitely know I did Death Scream, but that was towards the end of my stay in Sweden. So I
So you
remember
were pissed off.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
joking.
Well, I mean, I would have loved to stay. It was like a very nice atmosphere when we recorded, and at the end, every day after we were done, instead of like, okay, we need peace and whatnot, the band would hang out and we would just like listen to like pick a year, like okay, 82, and then put like Number of the Beast and whatever came around that time. So I don't remember right now. Does Back at the Moon is from 82? No, is it? Or
Ah,
83? I don't know. But it was just like you would even use like a random playlist on, any and just like hang out together and talk about music and play riffs. It was like very nice. The location was ideally the studio was like located in front of a fitness studio, and there was like a forest with a lake, so it was actually very very nice atmosphere. So I was bummed out, even though it was like a month and a half and a lot of work, and
mm.
it's exhausting. But when it was time to go, I just thought, oh, okay, already I could have done like easily a couple more months there, because that's what we do. So uh, just towards the end, I guess I was pretty tired, but not pissed off.
No drama and creator. Ah, man,
No.
you are killing
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Sorry, no clickbait. Fuck.
Okay, so we have you have announced the tour in Europe,
Yeah.
starting in March, and then you have 3 festival dates in the States. Does that
Yes.
mean that you will add North American dates after that, or it's festival season?
I mean, we do festivals. It's quite possible that we do small dates in between. That would make sense, right? So that, yeah. Yeah. Well, so we will see about that. I can't see why not. But I mean, we definitely will tour the US. That's for sure. But first we do yeah, Europe with Carcass, Exodus, and Nails, which is like
Damn.
a yeah, yeah. I know it's an amazing lineup. Not for you. So that not even, I'm not saying not for you, like people in the US, just like you specifically,
No, I
Shaq.
took it personally. You know that.
Yeah, yeah. But no, that's a great lineup. But yeah, we're doing those festivals. That's what's been announced so far. But like I said, I imagine like in between, it's quite possible that we do some shows, and we will definitely tour the US. That's for sure.
Okay, I'm in Chicago, so you know where to ban me.
Okay, fine, fine.
Last question, because we are
Yeah.
running out of time. So, what's the latest from Loud Blast, Sinsenum, and I'm a Hero?
Amahiru, I just said hi to Saki 2 days ago. I know she's doing some shows in December, and she's gonna play a couple of Amahiru songs. So we're just like talking about it like briefly. So it's fine right now. It's on hold because I've got like a lot of things going on. I've been busy with Creator,
Of course.
with Sinsanum as well. So I'm answering now. Sinsanum, we have some festivals next year. We're gonna play Grass Pop and Hellfest.
Mm,
We just did a European, small, well, it's not even European. We did UK, France, Spain, and Portugal. We had played France before, only one show in UK on the previous tour, and never Spain, never Portugal. So it was interesting to, start from scratch. That's what we did, like a van and just
yeah.
going, like playing some venues. There was not a lot of people because you have to, like I said, start from scratch. But it was actually quite exciting. I had fun. I was exhausted as well, but it was fun. Loud Blast, I have a show tomorrow in Metz, in France, and I have not rehearsed enough because I'm doing interviews, and I also bought a house not so long ago, so I'm doing like some refurbishment. So It's all good, but right now, once I'm done with those interviews this afternoon, I have to rehearse a little bit. Should be fine, but
It
that's
will
what's
be
going.
fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Fred,
yeah.
thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting you. I don't want to get more of your time. Thank you very much for this. Again, it was great talking to you. Have
Likewise.
fun. Stay safe. Have great shows. And see you in Chicago whenever Creator or Serenum cross the pond, right?
Okay, with great pleasure. You take care, my friend.
You do. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.